about
It's
having
kind of
personal
sunny out here. The
conversations with
sun ain't
women
playing.
at work.
But yeah, so I don't be running my mouth to this lady, and I'm real quiet. And because I'm quiet, I think that I'm offending this woman. Well, I don't have nothing to do with that. When you get in your 40s and you get of age, you stop worrying about what people think. If I'm intimidating you, then that's your problem. Because I'm not going out of my way to intimidate you because I'm quiet. I don't spill my guts to people. That is dangerous. Trusting your information like that to women like that. This lady, I was talking to her before, just having general conversation with her because I got to work with her. But she started asking me questions like, have you gone through menopause yet? And automatically, I just looked at her. It's other women around that's like 30 something. I don't want to be discussing my vagina with you. I don't want to discuss my vagina with you. I don't understand why you think that we need to be this close together. And I've been working with you for about a month now since they moved me in this area to be talking about menopause. You see? I never would have asked nobody about their menopause unless it was a situation where it was a group of women together, we all talking, and we're all talking about, what women go through when they having menopausal changes. Then I might want to talk about that. But I'm not having menopause to be talking about to this damn lady, you know. And some women is just like an open book. And if you not an open book, they be mad at you. And another thing, I'm the only black woman over there. And we have this reputation. We have a reputation in the world for, being women that have attitudes. We hard, we fight a lot. And so a lot of people feel like they just entitled to us. Like they could just pick from us like you picking from a tree, you know? Like let me take that butt, let me take that lips, let me take your conversation, let me take your energy. I'm just picking off of you like a tree. And you cannot pick off of me, you know? There was other men around and other young people that's in their 20s. They ain't think about no damn menopause. What the hell I want to talk about that with you in earshot of these other coworkers, you know? So yeah, it's a little bit of arrested development going on. And so, I became very quiet because I really don't have nothing in common with this lady. And so when you realize that you don't have anything in common, you just go neutral and quiet, you know? And that was one incident kind of pissed me off with this lady that she earned my silence. Because if you don't have nothing good to say, you got to just keep your mouth closed. So anyway, a black man worked there, walked by, and he looked at me like this. And I looked at him, and I just, in passing, hey, how you doing? I just said, hey, how you doing? And she turned around and looked at me. Oh, oh. And it's that, that pissed me off. Because I don't need all of that from no middle-aged lady, you know. I'm grown. What the hell are you doing? Oh, because he walked by. And she said, maybe he thought you were pretty. Maybe he did. But maybe why are you so nosy? Why are you so nosy? Why? But you have to know if that black man thought I was pretty. I don't think I would ever have concerned myself about uh a man wondering if you were pretty. If he thinks you pretty, I'm not even gonna question you, question anybody. I just don't feel like I need to pry into that. You see? And this is why I kept my distance, because I tried to make small conversations, because there's some women, they will make you feel odd as hell if you're not saying anything to them. They treat your silence like you're weaponizing your silence against them. And that's just not the case. It's cold. It's in the morning. I want to do my job and just get it done and get out of there, right? That's what I'm attempting to do. But I guess she figured, since we here on this second shift, we got 4-5 hours. It's just spilling guts time. Time to tell it all. Tell it all in the span of 5 hours. How's your menopause coming along? Like, what in the hell? And you can't be fighting people at work, but I mean, you don't, but you think, it's just certain things like that earned her my silence, No, I don't want to discuss no menopause with you, because that it's kind of funny now that I think about it. But, she's just extremely nosy. And I don't understand that caucasity of nosiness. I've never been like that. I've asked somebody something intrusive and I didn't know that it was intrusive to them. Are you still with Hosey? You guys still together? That's the guy's name. And this woman told me one time, she said, I don't talk about it. I said, oh, okay. And kudos to me. I could pat myself on the back. I said, oh, okay. I never brought it up again, because I can get messages. She don't want to talk about that, then leave it alone. Sometimes you could slip up. I mean, I'm a woman too. Sometimes you could slip up, and that ain't cool. You could slip up and you correct yourself and keep it moving. I ain't gotta pry. I ain't gotta know nothing you don't want me to know. I'm not gonna pry in your life to know what you don't want me to know. That's just common sense as a woman. Knowing how to read the room, knowing that they don't want you knowing all of that. They don't want you knowing all of that. Excuse me. Yeah, so, I tried to give her a chance when I was talking to her. I said, oh man, I gotta clean my house this weekend. I gotta get these kids to help me. They spilled something on my carpet. And she goes, well, that's because you have to train them. She talked to me like I was beneath her. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give her a couple more chances. This lady is really, 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 really earning my silence. This lady is really earning my silence, because I noticed that, she tried to, other me, make me feel like, a piece of shit. Like I'm one of the mothers that ain't training their children to clean, and you got to train them. You got to train them. And I said, okay. She is earning her silence from me. Because once I shut it down, it's going to stay down. Ain't going to be no whoop-de-whoop. Hey, what you doing on the weekend? What you doing on next weekend? Ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be straight up. Good morning. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. And that's it. That's it. And she earned that. How's your menopause coming along? Like, who want to talk about that? Some women just love bonding on hot flashes. I don't think having a hot flash conversation is appropriate in the workplace. I might not want people to know how old I am. And even if I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't. So since she couldn't spare me, I got to be quiet. I can't talk to her. I got to be quiet.